Well, there are many avenues for integrating food literacy, salad bar, and the growth of food into the school curriculum, no matter the grade. I always say that your curriculum is like a pantry. It's like a set of ingredients, and how you prepare those ingredients and how I prepare those ingredients could end up in a very different dish. So if the dish ultimately is something that nurtures our students and educates them to be better people, that's the ultimate goal, but it can taste many different ways. So the taste in this instance could be that it's all about food and food education, and we're still covering those important ingredients of the curriculum itself. So what are those ingredients, or what are some of those? Well, um, composting is actually a really important thing to think about with your salad bar, in my opinion, because your salad, your greens, all your vegetables came from the earth, and nutrients were drawn out of the soil to go into your food. You have to return that to the soil. And the idea of growing food should also be parceled with the idea of growing soil, because the better your soil, the better nutrient value your food, and you're practicing regenerative farming. You're improving the land from which your food came. So at our school, every classroom has a stainless steel pail with lid for compost. We built a 3-chamber compost. It's about 8 feet long outside with the help of our grant and our parent volunteers. It's a good idea to have a bag of leaves. You know, in the fall, people bag their leaves and put them on the curb. You can borrow those from people. They don't tend to mind, but have those nearby your compost so you can top dress a pile of raw kitchen scraps to keep the carbon balance up and also keep wasps down. You could also buy a bale of wood shavings if you can't get leaves, just to reduce that wasp danger and carbon balance. There's so many lessons around soil ecosystems and matter cycles and the perils of conventional farming that come at the expense of soil health that you can get into. So after you've grown your soil, another salad bar lesson is gardening. We have 3 raised beds at our school, and they were built with grant money. And they produce some crops that students can grow, and they add to their salad bar. Some lettuce, some kale, some tomatoes, some potatoes. We had a Friday where we dug up all our potatoes last year, and we had made lots of fries. It was Fry Day. We make a big deal about any food that we've grown ourselves and been able to add as super local produce. We also have a great relationship. We run a food bank garden just down the road from our school, and our grade 7s and grade 8s start the seedlings and volunteer and harvest that food. And they've made lots of produce available to us now. So this can start great lessons about why local food is better for us in so many ways, nutritionally, economically, in terms of climate change. And there's another lesson, climate change. So how is being part of the salad bar a great climate change lesson? Well, climate change is scary. It's anxiety evoking. It's a looming and scary concept for students and adults alike. Growing some of one's food is one of the most powerful things we can do to make a difference. Students respond to getting empowered. I believe it's my responsibility as a teacher to show my students what they can do to make a difference for students' mental health and the health of our planet. Teaching about how to care for the land that nurtures us is vital. Another lesson is food security. The dangers of being reliant on the web of international food sources and transportation networks have been really revealed during the pandemic. Eating seasonally available foods, learning to preserve the seasonal abundance, where your tomatoes all come in within 2 weeks. These are excellent lessons to relate to the salad bar if the food you're serving comes from local sources. A visit to the farm itself that most of your food is coming from, or a farm, will really bring home this message too. And students might feel more connected to the food that they're eating if they think, oh yeah, this came from Patchwork Gardens, right? I was there. One other piece that you might connect to food is reconciliation. Indigenous cultures are diverse in Canada, but most have strong connections between language, land, and food. Inviting a knowledge keeper from your local Indigenous community can involve food preparation, seed saving. You could have a feast. Planting traditionally farmed heirloom species could be an option. We've been exploring connections between different Indigenous communities in our area who might be interested in doing a seed swap and seed saving and sharing of native species, which is something really exciting that we're looking forward to. There's a wonderful book by Robin Kimmerer called Braiding Sweetgrass that outlines different ways she views the land as both a scientist and a member of the Potawatomi community, indigenous community. And the concept of an honorable harvest is one that she describes beautifully. It invites students to consider that everything we receive from the land is a gift, and this nurtures gratitude, and this the quality of gratitude, or carrying gratitude in our hearts as we go through the world, is a sentiment that's not only good for our mental health, it's also important for us as stewards of the land itself. We care and we appreciate that which cares for us, the land, if we see it as a gift. And I think those are really valuable lessons.